Good morning. We are packing up orders, and then we have a shipment that came in that we're going to take a look at, and then a Lego set I'm trying to complete we'll take a look at as well. We have 9 on eBay, 3 on Bricklink, so let's just pull those real quick. I believe it is this one. Oh yeah, I can see it says toughness right there, so we need luck. There we go. I have no idea where that came from or when. It's been here for forever. This one I picked up for like $1 at the Salvation Army in a random stop. So that's only a week ago. So that's a good turnaround time on that. Lupin. Thieves Paradise. This one. I was trying to sell these all at once and they just weren't moving, so I separated them. And just getting them out of here that way. Over here, wow, we are moving and grooving today. A little precariously stacked right there. Let's see. This one, somebody sent an offer. I've had this for a long time. And so I was just like, glad to get it out of here. $25 free shipping. Got tired of holding out, waiting for it to sell. And you can tell yard sale season is back because stuff is piling up. Going through it as fast as I can. Nice, this one's right on top. That came out of our big Funko lot haul. Feels good. This came out of that $20, what was it? That green bin we got at the Salvation Army a couple videos back. This came out of that. Wait, is that right? No, this came out of the Ghostbusters bin. So that Ghostbusters bin just keeps producing. So we sold the Ghostbusters for $65. Another set out of there for $20. This one for $45. We spent $15 on the ding ding thing. So that is awesome. This is just from this weekend. Sold quick, so maybe I undervalued it. I don't know. But it seems like that's what everyone else was selling it for. Spyro. And then, wow, we are just moving through this today, flying through this. I guess that's what organization does for you. 2.5 minutes into this clip. Another one out of that big Funko buy. We spent $1 on each Funko. And then Rainbow Bright sold for $45. So all of these are just icing on the cake. And then out of Cloud 9 over here, I taped them together like a smart boy. And will that zero us out on Cloud 9? That might zero us out. We'll update it and see. Okay, that's all the eBay orders. I'll pack them up and then we'll go to Bricklink. And then Bricklink, 2 of the sales are viewers, so which is awesome. So we'll shout you guys out as well. So when we last checked in, we were at negative 88.22. We sold that Droid Fighter, 16.94, 71.28 plus 65.58. We are down $5.70. So one more sale and we'll be there. And there's some like Bricklink figures as well that I just haven't been tracking on this because I'm not that serious about keeping track of it, I suppose. I don't know why I didn't, but I have a feeling we're over. And if you don't want to count that, this is the video where I bought it all, and it has made $7.65 with YouTube ads, and that doesn't include like all the videos that came out after that exclusively talking about building stuff out of there, like the pirate ships, for instance. So that made me think of something. Okay, I did include Redbeard on this. So we are in the profit for all intents and purposes on it, but just strictly sales numbers wise, we got to make up that 570 still. Okay, this first one is going out to Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. He just says, love watching the YouTube videos. We got a bunch of minifigure parts, mostly heads. And I gotta tell you, having stuff labeled like this and a tray like this, game changer. Thank you, Daniel, and we'll of course be throwing in some extra stuff for you. This next order is considerably easier. Just this. Went for $6.77 plus shipping. They're all in a little over 11 bucks just for that hairpiece. Wild. This one is going out to Eric. Thank you, Eric. You left a message. I'll read it here in a second. Those guys right there. That stuff right there. This Mickey is so cool. Eric, you say, found your videos on YouTube about a month ago and have been binge watching them ever since. Again, you people that go back really far, I would cringe so hard watching some of those, so good luck. I appreciate it though. It's a small order, but it'll help unload some stuff prior to your move. Thank you. Thank you for helping make the move that much easier. I'm just trying to, some of this stuff I'm just trying to unload because I don't want to move it with me. It's moved with me in the past. We had an inkling that we were going to move towards the beginning of the year. So that was part of the motivation for the big reset that I did recently, where I just deleted everything off eBay, got rid of a bunch of stuff, relisted stuff. So every item that sells means it's one less thing I don't have to ship. And so I've cut some deals on stuff, and then you guys have been so gracious in your support and all of that. So thank you so much. All right. And of course I will throw in some extra stuff for you. And then we had another order come in while we were doing all that, just a ton of heads. This one is going all the way to Taiwan, so this is really gonna help me figure out if I have my international shipping set up correctly. And also, all this stuff and these shields, they came out of Cloud9. This went for $61 total, and I know 3 of these probably totaled about 10 bucks. So we are definitely in the profit on Cloud9, but I'm not going to include this. We're just going to do the eBay sales because it's easier to track. Okay, so it looks like I charged the buyer $13.25 in shipping just with the thing I have set up, and the label's going to cost me $17.51. So about $4 off. That's not terrible. $13.51 and $17.51. Oh, so exactly $4 off. Or no, sorry, $13.25. You get it. So okay, that's cool. It looks like I need to up that probably a little bit. I think I'm just charging one flat rate to all the world. So when everything's, you know, gonna stay 5 ounces or under pretty much, I don't need to be charging a ton, but I should bump that up a couple bucks because I don't ship a lot overseas with this, with Bricklink, but that could change in the future, I suppose. So, yeah. Anyways, just thinking out loud now. Let's buy this label and wrap this up. Okay, here's one of the projects we got to work on today. I don't know if I'll finish it today because I want to look at that box I got in I was telling you about. This I got built easily. It's been sitting in our front room. We displayed it for Christmas and I just haven't taken it down yet. I think we're going to sell it. In anticipation of the move. I picked it up at a thrift store. This was all in there. This was not. And unfortunately, the back of this book doesn't have like the parts list for just this section. So I'm going to have to get a little creative. And I know I need to order the minifigure. And then we'll pull the parts we have on standby, either out of my Bricklink store or in my spare parts. And we'll just see how far we get and then order stuff. I know I'm going to have to order some of this, and I have like 2 other sets I think I need to order parts for, but it's not quite, it's splitting it between 2 stores. So if I can increase how many parts I need to buy between those 2 stores, it'll make it more worthwhile. But we'll see if we get to that today, because we're going to take a look at this box. Okay, so the story here is a viewer named Luke reached out. Luke is a reseller. Says, I found all this at a yard sale. I think it was a yard sale. And I don't want to go through it. Do you want it? And I said, sure. How much do you want? and we talked back and forth. That doesn't look like real Lego. That's not a good sign. And he said, I'll let you take a look before we settle on a price, but it's probably going to come out to between $3 and $4 per figure, and you're kind of getting a sense of how many figures are here. Okay, here's everything out. I see 2 clones, which already means I'm going to be keeping something. He says mixed, free, added last minute. So, okay, that's cool. I like that there's CMF, so I'll get into that in a second. Here's some good ones. I think that's Sassy 10. Couple Mandalorians. Bosk. That Wolverine is decent if his hairpiece is in here. And it's a good time because of the movie coming out. There's a Shock T. That's great. Everything else, I saw that fake one and this fake piece, whatever it is, but everything else is looking legit so far. So I think we're going to be okay. That head doesn't belong on that body. Okay, cool. She looks pretty good. I don't see any like paint rubbing. Maybe a little bit right there. So this might be an eBay candidate, just so I can take really good photos. But everything looks pretty decent. Oh, I feel like, oh yeah, that belongs to her right there. And then of course there's this, which has all the potential for building as well. Hey, there's a Gimli helmet. I just got a Gimli. Maybe I'll find a Boromir or something. That'd be cool. Complete my fellowship. Okay. Okay. Ben Kenobi here is cracked on the back. So I like that there's a bunch of CMFs because while they may not be super valuable, they're fast listers. Like these all look like they're more or less complete. Just gotta look them up real quick. So I can post those super fast. And they sell, you know, people come through the store, buy a bunch of stuff, and they're like, oh, what else do you got? And you know, they'll throw on a CMF or something like that. So those are nice to have in the store. I feel good about this. I feel like, yeah. So I think it's going to be like $345, and which is, you know, it's paying up, but that comes out to about $3 to $4 per figure. There'll be ones where I make like $1 on it, right? But then there's stuff like Shock T, the Death Trooper, things like that, where I'll make more. So it's paying up, but I didn't have to go find it. It was mailed to my front door. So I feel pretty good about that. Oh look, there's that guy. His name escapes me at the moment. I have him. So I know he's a clone, but I'll probably end up selling him just to make up the discrepancy here. There's a Darth Maul too. But there's 2 regular clones I'll probably hold on to. Oh. Hold up. Yeah, that was just a first order jet trooper. I thought it was something more exciting than that. So one of the next big phases of this business is just fostering more relationships. Like this, like Luke, if you're a reseller, you're out there looking for tools, I think you said, is you like to sell tools, and you're out there and you see Lego for a good price and you say, hey, I'm gonna make a little money on this by mailing it to Travis, and then I make money on the other side. It's a win-win for both of us, right? My friend Jared here in town, he tipped me off to the Funko Pop haul that I talked about a couple times in this video already. And then I have my friend Cooper, who, you know, he'll find Lego stuff and let me know, and, you know, he makes a little money off me, and then I make money on the other side. If I can find more and more relationships like that, where I don't have to be out looking for stuff, and it just shows up at my front door, or I get told exactly where something is, that has the potential to continue to blow up my business. The $2,000 haul at the beginning of the year and the Cloud9 haul, those are direct results of the YouTube channel, people getting in touch with me. And those, you know, those are both in the profit now. So I feel like I'm on the verge of the business really taking off, and it makes me incredibly excited to just be here. It's really cool. And yes, while I would have loved to have found this in the wild myself, like, it looks like he paid $24 for all these troopers right here, which is an insane deal. You know, my profit margin is going to shrink a little bit, but that's okay, because the time I get back means I can put that time into building the business in other ways. So it's just a really exciting time right now. You know what? I had this guy confused. This is a Special Forces commander with that guy. I think his name's like Jack or something like that. But there's some damage right there, so that's no good. Well, he'll be harvested for parts. Just kind of doing my due diligence here. Gimli's helmet, unfortunately, is really beat up. And these figures here, either there's like heavily dented or cracking. Tony Stark, nope, he's dented on the torso too. Dang. So these will have to be harvested in some way or another, like pulled off just the helmet or something. Still a lot to go through here as well. So unfortunately, I'm just finding tons of damage in here. Like that. Can't sell that. Can't sell that. Oops. Alright, he and I are going to have to revisit what we're going to do here. So if we resolve that today, I will let you know. But Luke, this is not against you at all. Obviously, like, you don't specialize in Lego. So just like if I send you a bunch of tools and there was problems with them, I'd want you to tell me. So no hard feelings at all. Nobody get mad at Luke. Like, this is how it is. So he and I are gonna have to talk a little bit, figure out what's going on here, what we want to do. There's just, I mean, this thing is almost full now of just, it looks like a kid like took their teeth and went and pulled stuff apart, like on all of them. So I will let you know if we figure out exactly what we're gonna do, but as the deal stands right now, it's not the price we agreed on, that's for sure. So cool. Okay, what else do we want to do today? I need to finish this garage sale video, but that's not fun to watch, so we're not going to do that. You know, truly, that's 2 times now. It happened not that long ago in something involving Cloud9 where something was broken. It was Greedo. Greedo was broken. And this is just another example of that. It's like, you want to be careful how much you're paying for stuff when you're doing this, because you don't know if you're going to run across something that's broken. The original amount we had discussed of, you know, about $4 per figure, that would have been killer if all this stuff wasn't like dented and cracked. But thankfully he was cool. Luke is cool. And he said, I'll let you look at it before we settle on an actual price. So he's very trustworthy. Also, if I if I was dishonest, he would know exactly where to get me. So oh, he just got back to me. Let's see what he says. But this is just a good lesson for everybody. Careful what you pay, because you may see something that looks super exciting and you get it home, you open it up and, you know, it's like, it's unsellable. So okay, let's see what Luke said. Okay, Luke and I figured this out. So I found out how much he paid for it all. I won't reveal this, and I wanted to make sure he had a profit margin. I don't want to reveal his finances, I just want to reveal mine. So I started really going through this lot here. This will get me into about $100 away from profit. Spent $350 total for everything, for all this stuff. This gets me within $100, and meaning this, I'm paying $200, or not $200, $2 per figure on this. So, you know, some of these are worth more than $2. Han is worth more than $2. Qui-Gon is worth more. So, you know, it's gonna be okay. And then I got these parts as well. This Paul Walker, I don't think I'll try to complete his car. I will take a closer look though, naturally. And then all these parts. So it's going to be time intensive, but the value of the potential future of this relationship was more valuable to me than, you know, doubling or tripling my money. So Luke made his money, I made my money, going to make my money, and I got lots of stuff to work on again. Yeah, it's all going to work out. Okay, I've posted a couple hundred in value. There's still a lot to do. Thankfully, like, does he have the right helmet on? Yeah, he does. I can do like that at the same time, these guys at the same time. Or no, he has the wrong legs on. So I got more work to do, but we are looking good. Also, Deadpool here, he's worth quite a bit of money. There's just some condition issues, so I'm gonna put him on eBay and see what happens there. And then these three I also had among the lineup that I was calculating the total on, ready to go, and then, you know, closer inspection, the eyes rubbing off, he's missing his cape, there was something wrong with him. Oh, there's little dents in his torso, so maybe eBay as well, I don't know. And then there's a dent in his torso as well. I think there is. Why did I set him aside? There was a reason I set him aside. I'll figure it out. Wow, hard to believe it is almost 4:30 already. That is crazy. Got a lot done today. This is gonna be a longer video. I already like dumped all the footage in and edited it a little bit. It's already like 20 minutes, which is crazy. So Bricklink got a lot of love today. Did a lot of work on Bricklink. And I'm set up right here to do some more tomorrow. So it's just getting in that habit of like, I gotta do Bricklink every day. I'm really good at eBay, not so good at Bricklink. Speaking of eBay, because Bricklink got all the attention today, if you remember, I bought this Hero Quest for $40. There's stuff missing, there's stuff broken, so I'm posting replacement parts. And I've probably posted $70 worth of stuff, and there's still a lot in there. Which is about what I would have gotten if this thing had been complete anyway. Granted, the time invested in putting it together and the time waiting for it all to sell is something to take into account. But just like Lego, board games, you can part them out and make more money than if you just sold it brand new, which is mind-blowing to me sometimes still. So I'm gonna post a couple more things and then I'm gonna call it a day. It's been a long one. It's been a long video. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.